Hey coin collectors, this is the DC Coin World International coin channel. Today we have the 1975 Roosevelt dime, and I will confirm right up front that there are two Roosevelt dimes from 1975 that are valued at over $500,000. The so-called no S dimes. Now we look at these two dimes here and we see this one has a D on it. This one has no mint mark on it, but this is not the no S dime. This is the Philadelphia dime. What's the difference? That's what we'll talk about during this video. It's pretty complex, but once you start to figure it out, it's going to be very easy for you. And I will tell you right up front that you will never see a no S dime that looks like this. You will never see a no S dime that's used at all. It's essentially going to be impossible for you to see that. If you get a no S dime, it will probably be in a 1975 proof coin set. And if not, it will still be a proof coin, not a Philadelphia coin. So let's talk about this. The Philadelphia Mint in 1975, they made 586 million dimes. They made a whole bunch of them. And these dimes have no mint mark on them, and they look exactly like this. Liberty in front of Roosevelt, and God We Trust under his chin, 1975, and there's a J and an S down there for John Sinek. Now these in 1975 were the copper nickel dimes. These are not silver dimes. If we flip it over onto the back, you see it says United States of America. Down here it says one dime, and across the middle it says E pluribus unum. And when you try to figure out the value of these dimes, you look at the lines going down through the torch and the lines going across the torch. And you can't hardly even see the lines going across here. They call them the bands, or full torch bands, or full lines, or full bands sometimes. On the left of the torch is a sprig from an olive branch. On the right is an oak branch with, you can see the acorn here and you can see the olives here. These two little dots here are exactly that, little dots that go between the one dime and the writing on the top. In 1975 at Philadelphia, the auction record is $2,820 from Mint State 67 with the full bands. And currently, the Professional Coin Grading Service says there are 4 Mint State 67s, and they value them at about $2,250. They also made this coin at the Denver Mint and at one other mint, and that is at the San Francisco Mint. And we'll look at the Denver Mint coin and then get to the San Francisco. But I just wanted to tell you, when you're looking at these, this is what a no S dime will look like without an S on it. It's going to be a proof coin, nothing like a regular circulating coin. And you say, well, that's a used D. Show me a D that hasn't been used, and you'll see that it's just as shiny, and it's not. This is a proof coin here on the right. And look at that. And this is a regular Denver Mint coin on the left. And this is an uncirculated, unused Denver Mint coin straight out of the mint set packaging. And you can see that it'll never be as shiny as this. And it'll never have this kind of color as this. Because regular mint coins do not get polished the same way as proof coins. So at 1975 at Denver, they made $314 million. The auction record is $432, but they found a Mint State 68 from Denver. And look at that D on there. I'll show you that D, and then I'll show you another D. The Mint State 68 is worth $2,000 plus. They've only found one of them. So what about the D on the coin that we saw before? Look at this. This is something that happened a lot in 1975. The mint marks didn't get put on straight. So see how this one goes, well, it's a little bit tilted to the right, but almost straight up and down. This one is tilted way to the right. And you'll see this a lot in the 1975 dimes. The Denver Mint D is at an angle. That doesn't give you any more money or any less money. So the Denver Mint coin, again, probably get a couple $1,000 bucks from it. There's another coin the other coin that came out was from the San Francisco Mint. And the way that they made a San Francisco Mint coin was they took the dies. And when you make coins, what you do is you get this huge piece of metal, flat piece of metal called a planchet, and then you take these rods or dies that you bang into them really, really hard and actually make an imprint on the planchet metal. All of the rods and dies they use to bang this out are made at the Philadelphia Mint. And then the Philadelphia Mint adds the letters on. So how could it possibly be that you could get a San Francisco Mint coin without an S on it? That's really interesting. Some people say that it probably somebody had to do something to do that. And other people say that maybe they made 1 million of them and then they figured it out and they got them all back but 2. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there were 2 that they found in the proof set packaging that you could actually look into proof set packaging. So if you really want to look for one, look through all of the 1975 proof sets you have and see if you find one with this kind of shine on it without the S. And we tip it up. It's actually shiny on the edges too. And look at the back. And when you look at the back, you can see what the full bands or full torch lines or full torch bands look like. And if I tip it up a little bit, you can see that there's 2 lines at the top going across and 2 down here at the bottom going across. And that's what you need to see to get the full bands on the regular coins. But on the San Francisco Mint proof coins, they're almost all going to be full bands. So if you get this coin, this is a really good coin in really good shape. This is what we call a deep cameo because the coin kind of the image kind of pops on it. It almost looks like Roosevelt is polished a different way than the rest of the coin. The rest of the coin is shiny and Roosevelt is a kind of a soft gray to him. If you get a full bands version of this coin, it's going to be worth at most $110. They found 356 proof 70 deep cameos. But if you get a full bands version of this coin without the S, that's where you get up to the money. And they have graded one at a proof 67, and that one is worth $510,000. And they've graded one at a proof 68, and that's worth $575,000. So look for them out there, but you're not going to, the chances are you're never ever going to see a proof set with one of the S's out of it, because every dealer and every collector that knows about this, the first thing they do is get their proof sets out and look. So maybe you found somebody, or a grandfather or father or mother or grandmother or aunt or uncle that collected all the proof sets and never opened them up. If you got one of those from 1975, open it up, because then you can tell whether it has an S on the 1975 proof coin, and that would be the one worth $500,000. Now, another thing they did in 1975 is they made all the 1976 coins. And this is really weird. In the 1975 mint set, you can get one of these coins, a Eisenhower dollar. And you can see this is down here a D for the Denver Mint here also. They made this the 1770. They made the 1976 bicentennial coins in 1975, and they actually put some of them in the mint sets. Now, there won't be any San Francisco Mint coins in a mint set. Those are only going to be in a proof set. But this is kind of funny that you actually got these. You got quarters, you got dollars, and you got half dollars that say 1976 on them in the 1975 mint set. All right, well, that's all we have for today. Here's some of our used coins. Here's some of our unused coins. And look for this coin right over here with the proof finish, the shiniest possible coin you're going to find without the S on it, and that's where the bucks will be. Have a great day from DC Coinworld International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.